Parents, do you want your kids to be masters of their own money, but you were never taught about money yourself? Well, at Mammoth Money Academy, we help you with just that. We help educate parents with a group and community of parents and a course that walks them through every step they need to master money and teach their teenagers how to master money. So, I'm going to show you a couple things about how we do that. I appreciate you for watching this video. All right, so I'm going to go over everything about the course, but the main points are we have an all-in-one course, right? So it's going to take you from what dollars are in the first place to how to build credit to how to make your money grow itself, investing into retirement, learning about taxes, life insurance, all the things that you could think about that you wish you would have learned in school. We're teaching those things to everybody so that, we all start on equal footing. Now, in addition to that, we have a community, right? There's a whole bunch of parents in the same situation that you are. So it's like, hey, let's all learn this at the same time and share our different stories so that we can learn from each other's mistakes and learn what works. And third, live sessions. So kind of like I'm making this right now, we're going to get on weekly, bi-weekly, and go over different financial topics in real time. There'll also be one-on-one sessions for people who feel like they need a little extra help. And we also plan on having a book club. So I'm really looking forward to that because there's lots of great books on finances, budgeting, and child raising. And also sometimes we vent about our children because that's needed too. All right. To help focus my thoughts, I made this Word document. So let's go through it. All right. Why listen to anything I have to say? Because I've made enough mistakes to learn. I'm not just speaking hypotheticals. I'm telling you about what I've done in my real life. So I've lost $24,000 in my first year of stock investing. But also, I made $31,000 in the last 3 months in the stock market, right? Learning from my mistakes. I miscalculated renovation costs on my first house flip, but I turned that into owning 5 houses. I have a few tenants. I have an Airbnb. My mom lives in one. We're doing all right. Also, I lost an entire car due to carelessness just because got into an accident, didn't do any other proper follow-ups. The amount they wanted me to pay to get it fixed was too much, and I just kind of let them take the car away. But then I went to running a car rental business with about 6 other cars, and I made about $50,000 a year. So, like I said, I've made tons of mistakes financially. I was not raised on finance myself, but I've done the work, read the books, followed the people online, and experienced things myself to get better at it. Right? So, here's a picture of myself and my son Ryan. This is a teenager, so I get it. And this is my daughter Micah. She just turned 7 months. So who am I? I'm Darius Lester, active duty service member for 13 years. I'm in the Air Force and I do financial management for the Air Force. I'm also a real estate investor, a stock market investor, and I have a degree in finance and accounting. And I'm working on my master's in marketing for business administration. But more importantly than that stuff, well, maybe not more important than the father thing, but pretty important, is I'm a financial literacy coach who's helped hundreds of teens and military families take control of their money. So this is actually the first house that me and my mom lived in. I was born without a father. My mom left her mother's house at a pretty early age, and this is all that she could afford. Was renting this home from somebody for a few $100s a month. I didn't grow up with money lessons or really that many lessons at all. I was the first to graduate with a bachelor's degree in my family, and like I said, I've made tons of mistakes and learned the hard way on all of them. But through my lessons, I realized I had a real passion for this finance stuff and wanted a way to help others. So I built a course, a step-by-step system to help parents learn and teach their teens financial literacy in a way that's simple, repeatable, and built to handle life's ups and downs. Whether it's budgeting, credit building, handling emergencies, saving for a car, or learning how investments really work, I've been there and I'm here to help you and your teen avoid the setbacks most adults never saw coming. This isn't a standard school, it's a community. of like-minded parents that just want the best for their kids and sometimes to vent their frustrations. Right? I really wanted this to not just because I'm making the course. I didn't want it to solely be just a course. Hey, do these things and you'll be fine. Because my work as a financial coach, I realized that that stuff does not work. You can give somebody the entire blueprint, but they won't stick with it when you're done talking to them. They'll creep back into their old ways. That's why I wanted this to be a community of a whole bunch of parents who all have similar goals, keeping each other accountable, talking about their setbacks, what works, what doesn't work. And the course itself is a step by step, not just telling you what to do, but showing you what buttons exactly to click to start your financial journey and automate yours and your child's. So it's pretty good. All right. Who we specialize in? We specialize in parents who want their teens and young adults to be financially independent. You're tired of hoping they figure it out. You want to give them an exact way to be successful with money before life gets too expensive. So we normally help teens around ages 13 up until 25, right? Just that high school area up into college because all of them need help. And it's very easy to set them up, regardless of what their job is going to be set for life, millionaire status, all that good stuff. This is a picture of me with some of the first group of teenagers I ever helped. Um, good time. He was like their leader. This was like an after school kind of deal. And she was just thanking me, saying they were inspired by all the financial literacy tips. It was a financial literacy 101 course. I just told them about money, interest rates, credit cards, all that good stuff. Good kids. We also help parents who want support from a system they can trust, right? Like I said, I'm a parent myself and I'm a big financial advocate. So that's exactly why I made this, because I feel like I can connect the best with parents. And I know that I want the best for my kids, and I assume you do too. So here's one person who's already taken the course. This is actually his mom uh, saying like, this is great. My son actually took the full course and it totally changed the way he sees money. Thanks, Darius, for creating such a needed course for the young people. Right. So we're educating the parents, but we also give a bunch of resources to the teens as well, because maybe some parents don't have as much time to learn everything and then sit down and teach everything to their kids. While that is preferred, because I think it'll be best coming from you guys, there's also a curriculum that you can just set the kid in front of and we'll teach it. Teens preparing to leave home for either college, military life, or anything else in adulthood. This is just an example of somebody else who I walked through. I taught them about investments, and they were just really excited that they started putting their first investments into Google and Amazon. So I was hype about that. Here are a couple reviews from some of the people I've helped since I've been in the military. They attended my class while I was deployed, said highly recommended. They said I'm doing an amazing job. The way I explain things make them feel like they're actually learning. This person's really special because she retired from the military, and I talked to her about a lot of additional things you could do to make money. And after doing them, renting some cars, renting out some space in her house, she was able to make enough money to not need to work anymore. So she actually quit the job she had after she got out of the military, and now she just relaxes, hangs out with her son, travels the world. It's pretty cool. All right. Now, who's this not for, right? Because that's important too. I don't want to waste anyone's time, and I don't want my time wasted. So, families looking for a quick fix or overnight results. That's not what we're doing here. Like I said, I could give you the entire playbook in a day on exactly what you need to do to become a millionaire, but you're not going to do it because this has to be a transformation. You can't you have to become a person that's good with their money. It's not, oh, just tell me how to do this one thing, because you're not going to stay consistent on it. You're going to mess up certain things. And overnight hacks they don't work. The hacks are told by hacks. Families who aren't open to learning or growing, again, this has to be an all-in transformation thing. If you're not ready to commit to prioritizing financial education, then this course won't be for you. Um, the course itself, self-paced. You can jump in, jump out. You don't have to attend all the live sessions or anything like that. But I need you to be committed to making this change because we want people in the community that are all actively trying to make their lives better and make their child's life better. So yeah, we want committed people because then that just energizes the rest of the group. Yep, we already went over the age thing. We don't normally shoot for helping kids that are under 13 just because the course is best suited for people in high school and college because they think more critically and they can apply what they're learning because that's when they start to maybe get more allowance or get their first job. But if they're being, if they're a little mature, right? I don't know your kids, and they're being coached by a parent, who's going to help them fill in the gaps. And sure, we'll bring in some 12-year-olds, 11, 10. You guys can make that call. Alrighty. So hopefully all that was clear enough. And this is how we help, right? We help caring parents raise financially confident teens so their teens enter adulthood prepared, independent, and free from money stress. That's my biggest thing with this. It's not necessarily making anybody rich. If you get there, cool. But what I want you to be is comfortable. I want you to be comfortable and confident. So, regardless of what job you take, what state you move to, what country you move to, wherever you are in the world, you take these lessons with you. And it doesn't matter if all four of your tires pop at once. It doesn't matter if your ceiling falls in on the house that you own. You'll be confident and prepared enough to handle all those things because you started to live by these lessons and you've made the transformation to become a money mammoth, a financially confident person, right? But what we do is we give them step-by-step system. I'll give you, some spreadsheets I created myself, some apps that I use to help just automate the whole finance thing, between saving, budgeting, investing. You can automate all this stuff. It's beautiful. But we'll help them build a strong money mindset. We'll help them save and budget in ways that feel free, not restrictive. They'll understand how to build credit, right? That's super big. We'll get them pretty much set to have at least a 750 credit score, by the time they turn 18. They'll start investing young. Everybody can start their investment accounts now. Avoid common traps like payday loans, overspending, or getting trapped into a really bad car deal. And they'll take ownership of their money. They'll start to do things and ask questions and make decisions without relying on TikTok, Google, or you, their parent. The class is not a boring worksheet or a lecture. It's a parent-powered system built to connect the way Gen Z learns. It's interactive, relatable, and led by a military financial coach who has already helped hundreds of families build real-world money skills for life. And here's just another review. This is a few days ago on my birthday. This lady wants to get set up to buy her first house and to give like $10,000 to each of her daughter. So we sat down, I explained how the stock market works and based off of her goals and the time scale she wants those to happen, how she should allocate her money to hit those goals. So honestly, by the time we finish, she's pretty confident that she'll be able to buy her house in the next 3 years and start giving money to her daughter in the next 5 to 10 years. So that was fun. We'll do all that stuff in the community. And that's about it. Hopefully, I didn't take too much of your time. But if that sounds interesting to you, please click the button below. Financial literacy is the most affordable inheritance you can give your child, right? I tried my best to make this super budget friendly because I want anybody to be able to join regardless and learn everything they need to about money and finance, even if their schools aren't teaching them. So if this sounds like exactly what you might need, or you're just interested enough to ask me more questions, click the button below. We will work one-on-one to map out, a future plan for your family. And then you can decide if we are a good fit. And if so, you'll get an invitation to the academy and you'll get to meet all the other parents and start the course and start investing in your future. Again, my name is Darius Lester. I appreciate you guys for checking this out and have a good day.